This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Stephen Icon.
Hello, and I hope you're all doing well. Now, there's an article here, and it'll be in the description box as always, where David Price has said that he spoke to his MTK Global management company earlier on yesterday, I think it was, and he asked them for a fight with Tyson Fury. Now, MTK, they also manage Tyson Fury as well, and MTK told him that Tyson Fury already has an opponent signed up. So who that opponent is, who knows? Who really knows? I would imagine it would be somebody along the lines of a Gerald Washington or something like that. Now, first of all, I'm kind of like mixed emotions about the potential fight between David Price and Tyson Fury, because this is a fight that should have happened a few years ago. David Price, of course, was the last person to defeat Tyson Fury, or certainly from a British standpoint, in the amateurs. But these guys, certainly for the first few years of their career, these guys were always going at each other, and Tyson Fury, being Tyson Fury, would call him a plumber and all this kind of thing. And it's a fight that should have happened a while ago when David Price was British champion, and Tyson Fury, he had the opportunity because I believe he was actually mandatory at the point, and he turned it down for whatever reason it may be. But regardless of all that, it's a fight that a lot of us Brits wanted at the time. But a fight now, I think that would be more of a novelty fight now, to be honest with you. But on the flip side of that, listen, you'd have to heavily favour Tyson Fury in that fight. But as far as preparing for Tyson Fury's next fight after this one coming out, whoever it may be, against Deontay Wilder, I think David Price, not a bad kind of opponent for him to prepare for a Wilder, as in he's tall and he's got a huge right hand. But I suppose the differences are that Deontay Wilder is a lot faster than David Price and not as skillful as David Price. So there is that kind of contrast. Whereas David Price, he's very, very skillful. He just chooses not to elect for it a lot of the times. But against Davel Allen this past weekend, he showed his boxing skills, his experience, and he was showing some pretty decent power shots as well. Where Davel Allen, of course, has got a very good chin. Ultimately, Davel Allen had to pull himself out of the fight because he was taking a bit too much punishment as far as the heavy shots were going. So it's an interesting fight, and as I said, you would heavily favour Tyson Fury, but you wouldn't put it past David Price if he caught Tyson Fury to put him out. But listen, I think that it's an interesting fight, more of a novelty fight. But as David Price says, that it's pretty much the promotional company, say ESPN, Top Rank, or whatever, they're looking for an American fight, for Tyson Fury to fight in America next. Where that will be, whether that be back in Las Vegas, whether it be in New York or wherever, but it's going to be America based, and they want an American opponent. Now, David Price did say that if it was up to Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury would love nothing more than to have that fight with David Price for a big fight between the pair. But it's pretty much not up to, well, it is up to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury can say yes or no to certain opponents, of course he can. But it's not the kind of opponent that these guys would want, as an ESPN and Top Rank. But for me, I'd be pretty cool with that fight, but it would have to be on UK soil, which is not what the plan is. The plan is to fight somebody next, somebody tall, somebody American, and then move into Wilder next. Who knows, maybe it will be Wilder next, and Wilder will skip past Luis Ortiz and go straight into the Tyson Fury fight. Maybe that'll happen, you never know. But if not, I mean, you probably have to favour Tyson Fury to be taken on Gerald Washington or a Trevor Bryan, if Trevor Bryan and Manuel Charr isn't happening for the WBA regular world title, whatever it may be. But I imagine it would be somebody of that kind of level, somebody around the Tom Schwartz kind of level. That's what I think is pretty much going to happen. But as for David Price, who's he going to fight next? Well, he says that he wants the most money that he can from fight. So that's pretty much what he told to MTK when they asked, what kind of opponent do you want? He said, well, find me the one that offers the most amount of money and we'll take it from there. So who knows? And I wouldn't put it past Eddie Hearn, to be honest, to make Dillian Whyte versus David Price. Because I think that Eddie Hearn, he's got a bit of a sadistic side to him. He loves to see David Price come through fights and prove himself and prove a lot of the critics wrong. But he also loves David Price getting smoothed out. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if we see that fight with Dillian Whyte and David Price. I mean, maybe a fight with David Price and Hughie Fury. I wouldn't mind seeing that one, to be honest. I think that would be an interesting fight. But Anyway, that's what's going on. David Price said to MTK that I'd like to fight Tyson Fury. Is that fight possible? They've told him no. So David Price was calling out Tyson Fury, but he's been knocked back for it. Anyway, that's what the news is. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next one.